Hi, everybody, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly forecast. My name is Terrence Gardino. The week begins on Monday, May the 17th, as the moon that sets the public tone goes into extroverted, dramatic, fiery Leo. At 5:45 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the moon goes into each sign for about 2.5 days. On Monday, with all that dynamic, starry Leo energy, the sun is in Taurus and will be in harmony with powerful Pluto. This is a day that you can really get your agenda pushed through. Could make it's also really positive. Pluto's about transformation. It's a good day for counseling, having an astrology reading, or on the outside, construction, doing repairs. But Pluto is about power and transformation. And with the sun in harmony with Pluto, it's instilling more confidence to go for your goals. On Tuesday, the moon continues in fiery Leo, but in 4, 5, 6 a.m. Pacific time, the moon will be in hard angle to unpredictable Uranus. So moon Uranus, this happens every 7 days. Could be a couple of hours, a lot of emotional, a lot of upsets, unpredictable energy, kind of stress. And then right after that, then the moon is in opposition to Saturn. Saturn could be the control. So if you're trying to have some business meetings, from like 4 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, it could start off with a lot of anxiousness. And then with the Saturn, it hits a wall, or who you're trying to work with says no or limits and control it. So the first part of the day is not very good for pushing your agenda, starting new projects, looking for a job. Wednesday, you wake up, the moon is still in outgoing Leo, but the moon will then shift into sensible, practical Virgo at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And then, of course, lasting for 2.5 days. And as soon as the moon goes into Virgo, it's, like from 2 to 4 p.m., it's going to be an exact opposition or interacting with others with the optimistic, expansive Jupiter. So that afternoon, Pacific time, it's great for traveling, great for socializing, feeling really optimistic, and pleasure-seeking. Venus all day is in harmony with Saturn. So let's break down the Venus. When we're usually talking about love and relationships, when it's in harmony with Saturn, Saturn brings stability, brings commitment, makes it feels that the relationship energy, it's about commitment, it's about grounding, you can trust it. Venus is the minor planet of money. Saturn has so much to do with security and business. This is a really good day for any kind of business enterprise, financial enterprise. And Venus is also the planet of art. And Saturn is about structure. And so Venus-Saturn could be really favorable for artists, and especially, to be able to bring their artistic vision into some kind of structure reality. On Thursday, the sun leaves Taurus. Taurus is slow and sensible and steady, but it goes into Gemini at 12:37 p.m. Pacific time, and will be in Gemini for those next 4 weeks. Gemini is an air sign. Air signs needs a lot of freedom and mental stimulation and restlessness and ideas. And there's more of this lightness, this airiness, where the past 4 weeks in Taurus, it's all this plodding along and being sensible and securing, financial security. The moon continues in Virgo on Thursday, and in the late morning Pacific time, it's in harmony with Uranus. Moon in Virgo can sometimes just be too focused on just getting the job done and being really sensible and practical. So it could be at times kind of routine and a bit boring, but it's in harmony with Uranus late morning Pacific time. Uranus is the inventive, the innovative, the exciting. So they're more inclined to try new things, to shake you out of any kind of boring, dull routine. Late afternoon, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific time, the moon is in conflict with Venus. Now, these are two benefic planets, and the moon is all these emotional bonding needs, but it's at cross purposes with Venus, the desire for more closeness. So it just could be a couple of hours where you're feeling frustrated. You're not being able to connect close enough. On Friday, the sun, now in Gemini, it will be in a major hard angle, which is this angle of pushing, is to Jupiter. Now, Sun Jupiter for the day is excellent for all things Jupiter: traveling, marketing, education, feeling very optimistic. But you got to be careful with this when the sun is more stressing Jupiter, because Jupiter can just be all this optimism, and it can be a day where you could have all these inflated expectations. So if you keep your feet grounded, and you stay moderate, then the Sun Jupiter can bring you a lot more growth. Unless, of course, you're going over the top, and then you're going to have to pull back. The moon continues in Virgo until 6:36 p.m. Pacific time, and then it goes into Libra. Libra is an air sign. And so immediately in the early evening Pacific time, the moon is in harmony with the sun. And it's a Friday night. So this is a really comfortable time for being with friends and family, going on a date. And Libra is the sign of relationships. Now, Saturday, as the moon continues in Libra into Sunday, it's going to be in harmony with pragmatic, stabilizing Saturn. Now, that's from about 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific time. Moon Saturn is about being very practical, where emotionally you're feeling much more secure. And Mercury, discerning, communication, talkative Mercury, will be in tension with Neptune. Now, this might happen 4 times a year. Mercury, that planet of expectations and communications. But when it's in tension with Neptune, Neptune is this nebulous, foggy, confusing energy. So communications, there might be more misunderstandings. You're assuming things that are not accurate. Or when it comes to trying to focus, your mind is like all over the place. Sunday, Saturn, business pragmatic Saturn, goes retrograde until October the 10th. This happens every year. Wherever Saturn is transiting in your chart, it's now in Aquarius. When it was going direct, it's pushing forwards. Now it's going retrograde. It's time to just reflect, look back over what you've been doing. The whole kind of security business thing of Saturn can seem like it's going slower. But the benefit of it, it's time to slow it down and make sure you've been building your foundation correctly. Also, the moon in Libra will be in harmony in 9:11 a.m. Pacific time with the moon. So that's really good for talking, expressing yourself, creative writing. And the moon leaves Libra, and at 8 p.m. Pacific time, it goes into this passionate, intense Scorpio. So I want, before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for a one-question offer for a nominal fee. To order it, click on the tab that says Advisors on the home page and scroll down until you find my name. And then you can order it that way. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until next time, be safe and well.